the happiness business, just to start that, because that's what I was introduced with the talk. What exactly, how does that work?
So, well, it's not a business yet, but the goal is to finish my book. It's all in the head, so I actually have to start writing it, and then go and spread the message and talk to people around the world. First, we start locally, because we hear a lot of people talking about happiness, and like we even had an hour long today about happiness, but it didn't really tell you how to be happy. It tells you choose happiness, but what are the steps that you need to take to become happy? That's what I've found, and through my story, I figured out what it is, and so that's what I want to talk about.
Okay, perfect. And then that's a public speaking that you're going to be doing as well as books, yeah.
So public speaking, and what I do is I actually take my methodology and I infuse it into my business.
Okay.
And it is unbelievable, because not only do I talk to them about happiness, I talk to them about the stuff that we learn at EO, that growth mindset that we adopt in EO, and it's been unbelievable. I mean, I will tell you stories that happen week on week as we meet on Thursdays. It started out as me trying to tell the people how to sell better. It was called Mastering the Art of Sales Excellence by Alon. And then it became a story of how to elevate and unleash yourself. And just last week, it was amazing. I was telling the people about, thoughts become words, become things. And I was talking to them about the psychology of money. And my PA, so I gave everybody a check that they had to write, check from the universe for themselves. After I guided them through with 30, 40 minutes of talking. And she wrote a sum. And I told them, don't think you're going to write a sum and then the money will automatically appear in your bank account. But opportunities will start coming your way. And how you're going to achieve that money coming into your account will become apparent. And she wrote an amount, 74,800. That was on Thursday. On Tuesday, she showed me a bank statement. 76,000 rand entered her bank account from an inheritance from my grandmother that has been delayed for years. And suddenly, after writing the check, the money came in for her and all of her siblings and all of her cousins and everything. It was amazing. So, so what I do is I talk about my happiness to my staff. I talk about, it's actually a mindset, right? Happiness is all about a mindset. How to go about achieving that with concrete steps, not just telling people choose to be happy. Yeah.
Okay. And those sessions, that sounds like a podcast, or could be a podcast, and then how you broadcast it is something else, but that's recorded. I think there's something in there, but that those sessions are your chapters in your books potentially as well.
In another book. So the first thing is that my philosophy is, in order to be happy, you need to get to know yourself better. Mm-hmm. And this is the thing. Most people don't know that they are in a relationship with themselves. To tell them, go love yourself, it's like, it's foreign to them. But we are in a relationship with ourselves, because we, ourselves, with the inner critic that's in our head, our soul, our mind, everything interacts together. And so what I teach people is how to change the mindset to realize that this relationship is if you get it right, that's what's going to make you a whole person. And the moment you're a whole person, you're vibrating at a different frequency. And the moment you're vibrating at a frequency of abundance, of I know who I am, you're not vibrating at the frequency of lack. Because we all vibrate at the frequency of lack all the time. We're all worried about things all the time, and so we don't get what we deserve. And it's just amazing. Like Lisa, my PA, believes everything that I say and executes it. And her life has become so much better, not only because of the money. Her relationship with her parents have improved. Her growth within the company is amazing. Became an admin, became a PA for Aviv and Alon. I reckon one day she'll be able to run the business.
Oh, amazing. And I can see with the passion you talk about that, but I resonate with when people actually do the thing that you agree for them to do, and that's their thing. They have to do it, but you guys come on together. How good is that? Like, how good is that?
So that's the amazing part. So it feels great when people believe. And obviously, I'm a voice of authority within my business. So they do believe me. And I'm successful. And I went through a life-changing heartbreak. And they've seen me being this grumpy CEO to becoming a sad guy, to becoming this fun-loving, happy guy. And our business is flourishing and everything's getting better. Within entrepreneurs, it's very difficult to convince. It's very difficult to convince people that are okay in their lives, that are comfortable in their lives, that they can be happier. Because people are not unhappy. You know, most of us, we are not unhappy. We're not happy. We're just existing. We're very comfortable. And the reason that happened is it's actually in our DNA. So in our caveman years, if we had somebody really, really happy and carefree in the cave, and he would go out without the rest of the cavemen going out with him, he would get eaten by a saber-toothed tiger or whatever. Those people who were worried, who were weary of dangers, these are the guys that survive. So that's the kind of DNA that
the neurosis was there. We saw the bushes moving and we thought there's something there to go outside right now, whereas the other guys were...
Correct.
They didn't survive.
The neurotic one.
Yeah.
But the neurotic ones were not the happy ones. They just survived.
Yeah,
okay?
yeah,
and that's we're the outcome of neurosis.
Yeah.
And so there was a beautiful story I heard the other day about... Because I spoke to Deloitte, Africa. 200 accountants and business analysts. And the chief staff officer there says to me, Alon, if being happy is so easy, we'd all be happy. So why aren't we all happy? And I read the story, it's beautiful. Imagine you get taken into a room, no windows, and they close the door, and it's absolute darkness. And after a while, your eyes get used to the darkness and you start seeing flicker of lights here and there, maybe some light coming under the door, etc. It's because your irises open up, your pupils dilate, and you're able to receive more light than normal. Then when somebody opens the door and all the light washes back into the room, that's when you're receiving so much light into your system. Darkness is sadness, light is happiness. People that are that will become happier are those that went through really, really hard time. People in the outside world, they've got all this light coming into them and they're shielding it with sunglasses, right? They're staying away from the sun because it's just too much. So the metaphor works because most people don't realize how happy they could be. Going back to they don't know that they have a relationship with themselves. And I'm here just to show people that you don't have to go through heart-wrenching, catastrophic events in your life to be happy. There's a few very simple processes that you follow, and then you should be happy.
Amazing. Is there anything else you want to say as we wrap up?
I truly think that the relationship with ourselves is the key relationships with our life, in our life. The moment we get that right, everything will flow to us. Other relationships, which I've experienced, money, which I've experienced, happiness, joy, that's it.